All right, the market's open pretty soon. Let's see what we got here. All right, so we've got morning, guys. We've got jolts half an hour after the open. These are mountain times and factory orders. So I got a couple of reports. SEC chair testifying, durable goods, that's every week. Also at 8. So half an hour after the open, we got a couple of ones that could move the market. Fed speakers and Trump offer request deadline. Wonder what that is. That's really late tonight. So that's what's going on there. Stock market update at briefing.com. Let's take a look. Market's on track for a mix but largely flat start with futures. Right now S&P ES is down 9, NASDAQ's down 20. Let's see what else we have here. Fed watch. Basically no chance of a rate cut. See how the term structure looks on options. Looks decent. Contango. And take a look at FinViz. Look at the futures markets. Crude looks like it's rallying a little bit. Gold's rallying. Dollars trying to rally, but it's in a downtrend. Euro's at 114 roughly. British pound at 135. And the VIX is at 20, so it's kind of going sideways right now. So this is one of Bud's systems. It's a price pattern. My mouse isn't showing up on this. There we go. All right, so how are we doing here? Goldilocks is short gold at 84, 33.84. It's been bouncing around in this range. And this one went long on ES. Gold's trying to come down a little bit. ES is rallying. Hey, Tom. I don't know if he's... Oh, there's the bell. If anybody wants to join the webinar, there's the link. I don't know if it's on the schedule or not. Alright, so that all looks pretty good. I'm going to close that. Cancel all these orders. Nice rally on ES, so this is doing pretty well. Gold's falling off. Let's see, where's my Goldilocks? Oh, here it is. So I've got this spreadsheet. It updates every minute, but I can manually overwrite it to 3377.9. So right now it's up 118 bucks. let me join the webinar from my other computer too. Oh, you know what? Can I share that? I guess I'll take a screenshot. Good old snag it. All right, now let me save this. And copy it to my other computer. Got to be an easier way for this stuff. Oh, there it is. All right, so this is ETP trade copier. Make it a little bigger. So I've got, this is a prop shop trader, PST. I was thinking Pacific Standard Time. I've got an Apex account. So I bought one 50K Gladiator, which is their instant funded one. And I've got 3 Warrior ones, which are the evaluations. And those are $500,000 accounts, kind of crazy. We've got a $30,000 profit target on those. And I did pay up a little bit and bumped up the drawdown to 30,000. So I'm about a sixth of the way to passing on these two. These are underwater, like $2,000. And then the trade copier, I'm just going to actually turn that off. There's a button down here to do that. Now this is an image, so it won't actually work in real time, but how can I do this? So the account groups, you can set up different groups. Like I've got these 3, and then you assign accounts to them, and then the template kind of configurator. I've got this one is like let's see, what is it? That one is 6x. So whatever the leader does, these do 6 times that. This one, I think those 2 are just the default, which is exact copy. So the thing with Prop Shop Trader, it's pretty new. It's it looks pretty good. I mean, Rod Casilli's in it. It's with the NeuroStreet, Arc AI, Tick Plays folks. They've got a real prop firm behind it. So they watch you, and if you're doing well, then they'll oh, I see an attendee here, probably Tom. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to promote you to panelist. Hey, Tom. He's probably joining. All right, Tom is now a panelist.
Yeah, I got to click all the right buttons before I get here.
Yeah. I didn't want to do a meeting. The webinar, I've got 500 seats, so if it ever gets popular, I don't have to worry about capacity too much.
Not a problem.
Plus, with webinar, I can pick who gets promoted or who's allowed to talk. With a meeting, anybody in the meeting can talk. So this is from YouTube, so I don't know who the people are half the time. So I don't want to randomly just let people talk. So that's why it's a webinar format. And I can't remember if it was on the schedule or not. It might not be, but anyway. So this is the trade copier that comes with that Prop Shop Trader. And let's see, what's gold doing, by the way? Gold is at, where is gold? 33.77. So there's Goldilocks. It's up 136 bucks. Equity charts recovering nicely. So yeah, the Prop Shop Trader, it doesn't work on NinjaTrader. And I asked them about it. They said, well, they're competitors to Tick Plays. And that's all the same family, the Prop Shop Trader, Tick Plays, Arc AI, NeuroStreet. So you can't connect to Ninja. So what I do is on NinjaTrader, there's a setting, or there's a plugin that for this ETP trade copier. And if I go to the accounts, actually let me take a screenshot of that. And it's easier to actually see it instead of me just kind of mentioning it. Alright, so save that. Is this it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you start out and you can see the trades are disabled right now. There's NinjaTrader 8 that uses a plugin, and you got to tell NinjaTrader to turn it on. And once you turn it on and then you hit, it'll say connect. You'll connect and boom, it's connected. So anything that NinjaTrader is logged into, this will see. And then I've got like a Bull and Ox and a Prop Shop Trader account. Those are Rhythmic. And you can connect to both of them at the same time. I didn't connect to Rhythmic. So then once you do that, now you've got all your accounts. So you go to the account groups and you create a group, put people in it or put accounts in it, and then decide, do you want them just one-to-one, or do you want to scale them? Like say your leader accounts maybe like a 50K, but you've got some follower accounts that are bigger. Maybe they have like a double the drawdown, so you just do 2x on those guys. So here you can see all the accounts in one place. Now I don't have any open orders when you're looking at this. It's all, well, actually this one was short a couple of contracts, long 8, short 6. But then you'll see if you might put your mouse over here like flatten group, or I forget what the other one is, but you can cancel all orders, flatten everything with one button click, and it just says everything at once. But to trade copy, like say you have Goldilocks, you have to use a NinjaTrader account. So it can't be a sim account because, well, actually sim accounts are showing up here. I guess you could use a sim account. And then use that as your leader. But I don't know, on the accounts, let me look, account groups. Yeah, Sim 101 shows up. So I guess you could use a sim account in NinjaTrader as the leader, hook it up to Goldilocks. Like say this would be your sim account, and then these are all the accounts that you're trade copying into. And this thing works pretty well. Adrian, the guy who programmed it, is from Australia, but he lives in Slovakia, which is kind of funny because a good friend of mine lives in Slovakia. But anyway, yeah, so this Prop Shop Trader, one thing I do like about it is you can increase the drawdown that you've got available. And let's see. Let me just take a screenshot of this too. Oh, there it is. Sorry, the screenshotting is taking a little bit of time. I'm gonna save it on that one computer and then move it over here. Alright, so here's my RTrader Pro, and I always have RTrader Pro open. If you have an open position, the P&L is blanked out. I don't know why, but so here you can see it's, well, let me use my calculator. I'll tell you exactly what my numbers are for this. Alright, so I use this prop firm calculator, and actually I need to add in Prop Shop Trader because it's not a 300,000, it's a 500,000. And then the drawdown is 30,000. And target is 530. Drawdown is 30,000. Alright, so now I can look at this, and the same, just pick the number 2 one. Now my balance is 504, 565, 70. and net lick is 475, 329.55. That's not quite right. Oh, you know what? Because it's coded when I click on here, it remembers what the drawdown should be. So this is off quite a bit. But 30,000 minus 29,236. I got about $770 that I've used of my $30,000 drawdown. But then if you want to pass, you can say, well, I can trade 40 minis on this account. And if I do that, in 32 points, I could make my $30,000 profit target. But at 36, then I'm dead. So it's, and I calculate the ratio of your profit target divided by your distance to draw down your net lick. And here it's 0.87. So it's less than 1 to 1. So, you know, remember this profit target to drawdown ratio, the bigger the number, the harder it is to pass.
Yeah.
And this is kind of an anomaly with Apex. Why do 100 if you do 150? It's easier. But as you get closer and closer, this ratio keeps going down. But anyway, so that's that. Goldilocks is working fine today. Let's see. We're at, let's type it in here, 3374.2, up $193. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. Did you get that trade on, Tom?
Yeah, I did. Matter of fact, I've got in another window, I've got the VSP.
Okay.
So right now, 174, and fortunately, I got an Autotrader to see both of those accounts with Nunamaker.
Oh, good.
That's the single rhythmic connection. So each of the accounts has a 2-lot on right now.
Oh, great.
So I'm keeping an eye on that one, but at the same time, Tomas is talking about a possible adjustment.
Okay.
So
might have to
on
go.
that screen as well.
Right.
Well, cleaning crew will be here too, so if I need to step away for a few minutes, I'll let
All
you
right.
know.
And I've got this collective account going, so it's up. It's doing Goldilocks with 3 contracts, so it's up $300 right now.
All right, good deal.
So I might just close it. If I hit like $300 or $400 in a day, just close that.
That's the one where you're trying to hold around 250 per day, so you don't get jacked up on how much you've got to make per day to cash out.
No, that's Trade Funder.
Okay, Trade Funder. Okay.
And the thing with Trade Funder is they've got this calendar of economic events and when you're prohibited from trading, and I added that to the economic events on the page here. So if I show the Trade Funder events, see a little TF. So we got jolts at 10 a.m. Eastern. So you're not allowed to have an open position 2 minutes before until 2 minutes after this event. So it's pretty important to know when these are, because you can blow an account pretty easily if you forget about that.
Okay.
I had some Trade Funder accounts running, but I closed them because I don't want to get caught with my pants down with that report coming up. So there's that. Looks like gold wants to really sell off.
Well, that's okay. I'm not complaining about that right now. Not when we've got a short position.
Yeah, I mean we're bumping up against this swing low, and if we push through that, it could be it could keep going quite a ways. And I got to figure out the trade copy. I think I have something wrong because on all those accounts I was showing you, where's those pictures? This one was taking twice as many as everybody else.
Interesting.
So this one, it was crazy. It was long like 96 MES contracts and short 84 MGC contracts.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it was moving around like crazy.
Oh, that is a 500K account though. So.
Yeah, I mean it was the P&L on this was I think the worst it was down about 2,000, which I have a $30,000 drawdown, so it's not even 15%.
Yeah.
So, and I was long one asset, short the other. So, like here, you could see this one was long 8, short 6, and something, but you don't know what the somethings are. So that was one nice thing with Quant Tower. It has like a positions page, and I've got their trade copying set up. Looks like gold is starting to sell off. So I could see all the open positions for those prop shop traders, and you can just right click on the positions thing and close something. So once I had a decent profit, like that almost $5,000, okay, that's good, close it. Wow, gold's really accelerating.
It looks like Goldilocks resets after the close, because remember yesterday I went ahead and I flattened everything because it had the 1 and 1.
Right.
When I come back in and look at today, when it opened, it only shows 2 short on each of the 2
Order
accounts.
filled.
Whereas, excuse me, close of trading yesterday, it still said it had 2 longs in one of the accounts, but I had already flattened it, so it had nothing to close.
Nice. But yeah, it's that bug I think I fixed it, so I have to push that out and get it to you, but I did fix that bug.
Okay, well, we're certainly not going to implement it during trading hours.
No. Well, I did ask Claude for help, and I said, oh, well, it found something that was wrong. I said, well, here, do this, and I'll fix it. It's like, all right.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
Okay, and I just closed that collective 2 trade, so that trade, I got to refresh this page. I think it was at $500. Yeah, 502.
Nice return for the day.
So had pretty good luck with these. That was yesterday. Oh yeah, so what happened with this? There's a thing if you manage these things to rescale it. So I was like, well, I don't need 50,000. I can trade this with 10. So I rescaled it to 10,000. And then the next day I get this email from Collective that says, oh, you violated the C2 star criteria, so we're canceling it. It's like, really? So if you go to rescale it, there's no warning that says they have to keep your C2 star thing at 50,000. So I said, well, that's kind of unfair, isn't it? I thought it would just rescale everything because there's no warning about that. So they said, okay, well, I'll just reset you. So that's what all this stuff is, where I reset it to 20%, so I made it down to 10, and then they gave me that notice that I basically blew it. I was like, okay, well, then I was mad. I'll just make it like 1%, so I made it like, $100. And then they sent me the email, said, we're going to restore it. It's like, all right, so then now it's up 50,000% back to, I guess I had it down to $1, I guess. Now it's back to 50,000. But that's what all these great things were, that little adventure.
Okay.
So it's kind of funny. But anyway, that's the Goldilocks, and this is at 3367.6. That's pretty close. I'll just let it go. So yeah, this week already we're up 850. Last week we were down 931, and with this week's we're down a net $73 from May 23rd. So not bad. And so that's why I'm doing those prop shop trader big accounts. I figured if I can do a $30,000 drawdown, I could conceivably trade about 27 contracts. Because Goldilocks for the last year, if you run the numbers, down 2,000, so down 1,024 per contract. So a little bit less than 1,000. So that's why, a little bit less than 30 contracts, like 27, 28. But if I did like, 20, 23, then that would give me a nice extra buffer. But if you do, say 20 contracts, that's 10 times what Goldilocks is doing. And let me bring that back up.
Order submitted.
Oops, what did I do here? Strategy performance. So you're averaging about 1,800 a month over the last year, but it would be like 10x that. So you'd be doing like 18,000 a month in one of those big accounts. And
Yeah.
you can have 20 of them. So you can have like 350,000 a month if you had 20 of those guys.
Well, with that average of $1,800 a month, it on a 50K account at Bullinox, it'll take a little over a month to qualify it.
Yeah, I
Get
figure
into that
6
monthly pattern.
weeks, 6 to 8 weeks
Yeah.
normally. I mean, you might have like a slow period where it's going flat, but
Gotta
just
hop.
plan.
Be right
Okay,
back.
all right. Oh, I guess it is on the calendar. That's good. I was wondering if this webinar was on the calendar at Aeromir, and it is. Now, the Goldilocks is slow. I mean, the average trade is something like 6.5 hours. Let's look at the bigger picture again. So average trade almost 400 minutes. So yeah, 6.5 hours. Well, yeah, it's about 6.5, a little less. 1.19 trades per day. So you know you're gonna sit and watch these things for a while. Now, if you look at the chart from yesterday, it got in. Let me change this to local. Got in right here. So right around 5 a.m. and it exited at the exit time at 3:30 something, 3:28. So it just stayed in all day. I was talking to Leslie. He's the technical analysis trading group guy. He's actually on the chartered market technician board and helps write and grade the tests. He's a securities attorney in New York City, but he got up and I guess his computer wasn't set up right. So he woke up around here and he saw that Goldilocks was in a long. He's like, oh, well, I missed it. Well, he actually had a better price, so he should have actually just put the trade on. And he would have done a little bit better than we did. Although it was still a good day, like $500. It looks like we're still trying to push lower. It's kind of hanging out here. So a lot of times with price action, market will drop and then go sideways, and then it'll like test and it'll test and it'll test, and if it keeps doing that, then at some point the buyers are going to run out, and then it's like a dam breaking, then the water just blows through here and the price just falls down. And same thing on the upside too. If you have like a big move up and then it's going sideways, sideways, sideways. Actually, I wonder if this works. Yeah, so you have a big move up and then the market's kind of doing this choppy thing, kind of like this. Well, you've got the, let me use green. You've got like this resistance. This is where the sellers are stepping in. But the, if you keep testing it, you know, here's like 1, 2, 3 retests, and it comes up again, you know, odds are it could bounce again back to the downside, but once it breaks through this, then it's usually a pretty nice move higher. And that's kind of what we're looking at, this pattern for a short over here. If it can keep doing that, you know, just keep testing this low, at some point and it'll say, okay, no more buyers, let's go.
I see 2 buy stops and one buy limit down there. What?
Yeah, I accidentally, when I was looking for the strategy performance, I think I hit sell limit here.
Okay.
So one of these is wrong. I don't know which one it is.
Hold on, I'll tell you in just a second. Let me get back over to mine. The buy stop should be at 3402.80.
Okay, so this is the one that I accidentally put
Order
on.
canceled.
All right. Well, it's looking pretty good.
Might it be worthwhile to drag that buy stop down just a little?
We could. I mean, that's not what the strategy does, but
I know.
um, I mean, we certainly could. Nothing wrong with that. I know Bud had a trailing stop where he was using like 5 bars behind. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be about here. You could do like a stop and reverse, one of those indicators. So if you do that, Control I brings up the indicators. Let's see, let's bring
That
up.
will be on my understanding right now.
Yeah. Let's see, what was that thing? What's the one I'm looking for? It's been a while since I used it. A parabolic stop and reverse, that's it. So you could throw something like this on the chart and use that as a stop, which is funny because that's like right where it is. So if you wanted to just follow along, then you could do that. I don't know if that's what the parameters are for that.
Well, I just lowered my buy stop to 33.90.
Acceleration.
We'll take a little bit of loss, but hey, we're down to 33.68. If
Yeah.
versus then be a smaller loss.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with manually moving the stops like that. You know, if you're asleep, obviously you can't do that, but if you're watching it, you can. I do have the trend candles. I wonder if I turned them on. I can't remember. No, they're not even on here. I gotta add them to the chart. These are from Baba Miko. I'm probably late, but let's see. So this is the Ninzarenko. It's this one.
That's on the ES.
NQ.
NQ, okay.
So I'll put it on here, turn it on. Okay, there's that. Oh, it looks like it just took a short. Or else it's late. So let me do this. Let me turn it off. And then I'll go immediately submit and synchronize.
Order filled.
There we go. Now we got our short entry.
So it immediately pops up.
Yeah, and this is a 1 minute, so I gotta actually put this on a different account. So this is the 1 minute. Yes, I need 2 sim accounts. And I gotta load, this is the 1 minute template. Here. Sim. And I don't know if it's in a trade or not, but let's do that. Okay, it looks like it hit its target here. So I'm probably late. It starts at like 9:30 or something. And then
order canceled.
This is the ES 1000 volume. So let me load that template. Come on. Doesn't want to show me the template. How come? Ninja Trader. Oh, there we go. 1000 volume. Use that. Seems like the computer's slowing down this BPS. I wonder if it's getting into some kind of race condition or something. Alright, so let's go with the ES sim account. Turn that on. Alright, we'll see how those, it should be TTP, Targets Trading Pro. I had a little typo there. So the IQ lost 500 bucks. I think it's got a $750 max loss. Max daily loss 750. So it'll still look for another trade.
Okay.
And I think Bob said if you disable the strategy and re-enable it, then it resets these numbers.
Okay.
Alright.
Jolts and factory orders are out.
Oh yeah, let's see what we got.
Actual 7.39, forecast 7.1 on job openings. Factory orders, actual minus 3.7, forecast minus 3.2. So one good, one not so good.
Okay. And NASDAQ's rallying,
Order submitted.
so is ES. I guess it's using limit orders here.
Order
Okay.
submitted.
Just got filled on an ES.
And typically gold is the inverse of those two, so still continuing to hold and move down slowly.
Oh yeah, look at that. Go Goldilocks.
Go gold, go.
Alright, so I can update my spreadsheet. 33.59. Up 500 bucks. Woohoo. 2 $500 days in a row.
Not bad, not bad.
A lot of green on the board here.
Oh, Bostock is talking too. A triple whammy.
Let's see, financial
Gould will be at
juice.
12:45 Eastern, Cook at 1300 Eastern, Logan at 15:30 Eastern.
And then this is like midnight. Trump's offer request deadline. Bostic still sees a possible path to one interest rate cut this year. Well, let's see what the market's pricing in.
Market's not. Wayne didn't think we'd have one at all this year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So right now we're at 4.25, 4.5. So the market's pricing in a 4.4% chance of no cut by the December meeting. And the most likely, according to the market, is a 50 basis point cut. But if we listen to Wayne, and Wayne's pretty good, there might be no cuts. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wanted me to move this meeting to Wednesday. I wonder if that's all of them. Sleep well meeting. Let's see, where's that message he sent me? I got so many things I gotta find. Oh, here he is, Wayne. To Wednesday, just for this month. I will change it. Alright, so Wednesday. Update. And then I'll do this. And then look for it on Zoom. Sleep well meeting. Make it tomorrow. Alright, done. Oh, so you know all that stuff we were talking about with Thomas yesterday?
Yeah.
I didn't get much sleep because I was doing a bunch of research on this stuff. See if I can find it. Okay, so I have a good process down, I think. So that video cipher. I asked Claude which one I would need. So based on our use case, he thought just the starter one, the $150 a year. So it's pretty affordable.
Okay.
And then for the PDFs, he recommended this thing called Papermark. You can create what they call data rooms, and you can put a whole bunch of PDFs in these data rooms and then give people a link, and then they have to put their name and email address in, and then it validates their email. It sends them an email, and then they have to click on a link to verify it. And then it watermarks the PDFs with their name and email address. So that's pretty cool. And then the other one is DocuSeal. It's like $20 a month, I think. But then I could have an NDA that people have to sign if they're going to access course materials. Because I'll get 1 to 3 chargebacks a year, and I'll be probably one of the people that sets up these sites in Russia. You know, they spend like, you know, $500, $800 and buy a course and then download everything and then charge it back. So I get hit with a chargeback. They have all the stuff for free, and they're selling it for like $10 a piece, you know. So we'll get the NDA, and then we'll also know who opens the PDFs, or if it's being shared. It keeps track of all that stuff. So pretty secure stuff.
Yeah.
But I think I found a good pathway. And as far as like the videos, it can even watermark the videos. And Thomas said I needed a WordPress site, but I looked at that video cipher, and actually I can actually send a JSON data package. So if I do it from my server, you know, I know who's logged in, what their name, email, all that stuff is. I can just send the data package to the video player, essentially, or the server, and then their video they're watching is watermarked. So even if they're trying to copy it with like OBS or something, their name and email address can be flashing across the screen at random times.
Sounds good.
I think it'll work pretty well, yeah. Alright, so the trade candles aren't doing too well so far. NQ, I think it hasn't hit its max loss, so it's still looking for trades. And ES took a $200 loser, so that's still in the game.
Submitted.
Yeah, NQ had this rapid fall off. Past 3 minutes.
Oh, it just took a short on the 1 minute chart. Oh, somebody's trying to call me.
Yeah, go ahead and take care of that.
All right. Hello. Hello. Oh, it was a spam caller.
Your toll road authority says that you owe them money.
I've seen those. We never take toll roads. I've got this Toll Express sticker on the car if we ever do, but we don't like paying money for driving on the road. So
Yeah.
we pay enough for the license plates every year. So.
Well, that's one nice thing about Georgia. Veterans get free license plate.
Yeah, I just ponied up $218 for my renewal in Colorado.
Ouch. Ouch.
Well, the first year was $800.
Ouch.
They take.
I think like 2 or 3 years ago, somebody told me that there's a, you know, if you apply for a veteran's license plate and you're showing your DD 214, in essence, it's free. If you renew by mail, there's supposed to be a $1 service charge, but even that gets waived when I renew by mail. So my annual renewal for my car is free. But thank you. That's another benefit in addition to the free driver's license that veterans get.
Ah, so Colorado does offer free license plates to veterans, but you have to have a 50% disability. Mine's at 40. I need to bump it up 10%.
Speaking of which, I got a call from my friend Bob out in Salt Lake, who's also an Air Force vet.
Order
and
submitted.
He has colitis, and he had never filed disability for that. So the doctors at the VA actually wrote supporting letters to the VA. He is now 100% disabled.
Oh, wow. So is that like an ulcer, or?
It's not ulcerative colitis. I forget exactly what he said it was, but it's just that, having to do with digestive system and pain and things like that.
Right.
So his disability check is over $4,000 a month.
Nice. Well, I'm at 40%, so what they do is, and I actually don't mind this, because they take my retirement pay and they take out the VA portion, which is tax-free, so that reduces my monthly pay from the military retirement, and my ex-wife gets like 32% of that. So when my disability went up, her pay went down. So I was like, yes.
We got to get you up to 50%. You did file for the tinnitus, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. I got my 10% for that.
Okay.
But if it got to 50%, then the VA disability pay is on top of your regular pay. So it's like a huge pay raise, because my disability pays, I forget what it is, like $800 a month, and if I get it up to 50%, it's probably $1,000. So instead of deducting the $800 from my pay that I split with my ex-wife, it would add to my total pay. So it would be like a $1,800 swing essentially per month.
You got back problems from flying the T-38?
The high G airplanes? Not really, but maybe I could start having some pain. So I just turned 65, right? My warranty's running out, so.
Just trying to think what else, might be a legitimate claim here.
I should probably call one of those VA lawyers, the ones that help vets get their disability claims passed.
Might not be a bad idea.
I mean, I only need 10%.
Something that you might not have thought of, that they would be able to say, well, what about this? What about that? You go, well, yeah, kinda.
If it's enough to give me another 10%, I'm golden. Then I can get free license plates. Oh, and you also get free admission to state parks and recreation areas.
Yes, that we do.
Medal of Honor and Purple Heart also get no-cost license plates.
Yeah.
Always reminds me of Frank Burns on MASH. She always was jealous when somebody was getting a Purple Heart.
Yeah, another benefit for Bob, now that he's 100% disabled according to the VA, he doesn't pay any property taxes out in Utah.
Oh, nice. Well, we have our house is about $650, and we pay about, what is it? It's less than $3,000 a year for property tax.
Good.
Our son in Texas, his house is worth about the same, and he pays like $10,000 a year in property tax.
Ouch.
But he has no income tax either. But Colorado income tax is 4.25%. So this is interesting. When we were thinking about moving back to Europe, I was thinking, well, what we should do. We used to be Texas residents, so when we lived in Germany and all over Europe, we didn't pay any state income tax for like 15 years. So we should probably do something like that again. So I was researching it. What state can you become a resident of the fastest that has no income tax? What do you think?
Tennessee.
Nope, South Dakota.
Oh, wow, okay.
You can get a South Dakota residency in 1 day.
Wow.
So there's this place called America's Mailbox. So what you do is you go get a mailbox with those guys, and then you check into a hotel and you use your mailbox address as your address, which is a South Dakota address. And then you pay your bill, get your receipt, and then go to the DMV with your hotel invoice, and they go, oh, yep, you're living here, so here's your South Dakota driver's license, and you can register to vote now.
Oh my goodness.
I think they're set up for the full-time RVers. I think that's their niche, South Dakota. But I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. one day to get South Dakota residency.
Yeah. Well, I know TB hasn't offered out an adjustment yet, but put on the position at 550 on a 2-lot yesterday. I closed it at 610 today.
Okay.
So I'll take the money and run. That way I can watch Goldilocks instead of having to flip back and forth between the Opera browser and the VPS.
Oh, this is interesting. The strategy reset the stop. I think it does that on the bar close. So if I move this down to here, I bet when this bar closes, let's see, let me bring up the data box. It's over here. This bar opened at let's see, 10:20. So at 10:24, this thing should reset. Or no, it looks like it's the 10:20 ending bar. So it's at 10:17 right now. So in about less than 3 minutes, it'll probably reset this back up to where it wants it to be.
So 3376 is where it's at right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when this bar ends, then it's going to say, oh, my stop needs to be up here. And somebody asked me about that. But that's a known behavior in NinjaTrader apparently. So if you don't want it to move the stop, then just temporarily turn off the strategy, and then it won't move the stops, but you've got them on the chart.
Okay.
So, and then once it closes a position, turn the strategy back on. That's kind of the approved solution.
Okay. I have to remember that. Well, I just moved my stop down to 3378.
Okay. Sounds reasonable. Didn't get enough sleep. I was researching all that stuff for Thomas.
YouTube throw these commercials in every now and then. Steps on what you're talking about.
Oh, and some good eagle news. Sunny fledged yesterday.
Okay.
So now they're both girls, by the way. So this is Gizmo, and Sunny they were up on this branch and spread her wings and off she went.
And then how do I get back?
Yeah. So there was a thing. Let me just turn that off. Let's see. Sunny, Jackie, Shadow, Roost Tree. Maybe that'll find it. Oh, yeah, here we go. So this is a tree. There's Mom and Dad. This is what they call the roost tree. From the camera angle. That's Jackie just flying up there. So there's the couple, and Sunny's actually on a branch up here. There, you saw the little arrows there.
Okay.
So he didn't go too far. He's still hanging out with Mom and Dad. And I was joking with Gabby. He's like, he might have gone pretty far on his first flight, but he doesn't know how to land or anything, and he probably got scared. Plus, he doesn't know how to hunt. So if he's gonna get hungry, he's gonna go, "Hey, Mom and Dad, I need some food."
Feed me.
So after they fledge or have their first flight, the eagles typically hang around for 1 to 3 months, learning how to hunt and getting better at flying and all that stuff, and then they take off. And they said California eagles from here have been seen up in Canada and as far east as Yellowstone, so they can fly like 1,000 miles away.
Wow.
But they're looking for their own spot. But that was pretty exciting to watch an eagle take its first flight. It must be pretty scary though, because their nest is 150 feet off the ground.
Well, you're right. Goldilocks moved that stop back up.
Yep, it did. So I'll just move it back down. I'll put it here. Probably gonna get filled. And I always have this position window open so I know what accounts have what going on. So like this one I could just close it.
Order filled.
And there's the Goldilocks. I already closed the collective one. And then this is this one that's going on. Again, I could...
That's a Ninja window?
yeah, it's Ninja.
Okay.
So these windows over here, those are Bud's other strategies. It's got one simple price pattern, version 1 and 2. Version 1 takes more trades, version 2 has more filters, so it takes less trades, but it has a higher win percentage. And then this other one is a reversal type of trade. And KJD is Kevin Davey, something like that. He was wrote a bunch of books. He was some world trading champion or something. But Bud's a big believer in what he does, and he basically, like, you know, don't exit too early, try and catch a trend, and that's basically what Goldilocks is based off of. You know, you're looking for a trend, waiting for a pullback, and then you enter in the trend direction. And that's one of the things this guy did to win world trading champions.
Got any source documentation on that?
Yeah, let me find his books. Alright, here we go. So that's him, Kevin J. Davey. That's why you see KJD here. So Buck can keep track of it. He's got so many systems he plays around with.
Okay.
So he's got this one, and he's got a bunch of books actually. Looks like 4. I did a search on the internet. You can find the 2 that I found were PDFs, just so you could download. But oh, it moved the stop. That's funny. So I had that stop here, and it moved it. I'm gonna put it.
I've got an Amazon window up for that, so I can take a look at that later. Gold buyers, time to be done. Time to sell a little bit.
Well, that happens a lot. It's like a trader's trick entry with Joe Ross. You know, you have a move down and a pullback, and then you try and get short underneath, like this tick here. That would be a classic trader's trick entry. So what do we got here? Got an ES. Oh, that's a trend candle trade. There it is. Oh yeah, there's the ES. I was looking at here, it's like, those aren't ES prices. No, that's an NQ trade.
Order canceled.
Is it on the sim account? Oh, it just closed. I don't know where it was. Sim account's down. Oh yeah, it is on the sim account. That's right. So NQ is doing terrible with Bob's trend candles today. Down 650 on the 1 minute and down 521 on the Renko.
Ouch.
And ES is up at the moment. It was down like 400 or something. It's taken a couple winners. So it's trying to make some money. Let's go back to Goldilocks. Okay, so let's move my stop.
Yeah, it pushes stop back up to 3402.
So again, the way to turn that off is just do this. Control S, disable.
Yep.
And now the strategy's off and your stop is not going to move. So the question is, should I move the stop? Because it certainly could pull back and keep going.
Yes, that's
Then
true.
you'd be kicking yourself. Why did I do that?
The old
So,
bird in the hand, two in the bush conundrum.
yeah. Let me just turn it back on.
Order submitted.
I'll let it put the stop where it wants.
Yeah, right now 264 up. You know, if it hits about
Order
400, I
canceled.
just might go ahead and not be greedy.
Gotta synchronize this. Wait till flat. Synchronize.
Order submitted.
There it is. Alright, I'll just leave it like that. That's a fair evaluation. Just let it do its thing.
Order filled.
Oh, it got filled. Oh, looks like the Chund candles are doing something.
Order canceled.
No, okay, it's up $300 on ES.
Oh, very nice.
Why do I have this? What is that? 745. Why is it short for MES? I don't
Order
get that.
filled.
I better turn off Replicanto. Do I have it on? No, I don't have it. Oh, I'm using that ETP trade copier. Let me go back here. But that's off. That shouldn't be taking any trades.
Poblano, yes, a sell order was submitted this morning on Goldilocks.
Yes. Let me go back to that screen. Here's Goldilocks for today. Make it bigger so we can see it. So it went short right here at 844. Yep. So there you have it. And it could, I mean, it could pull back and end up being a loser, but it could roll over and be $1,000 winner too. So
It could.
we don't know.
Although looking at the tenor of the market for the first hour here, it appears that the general trend is to be up for the day. And since gold typically runs opposite of the ES and the NQ, we could hopefully expect gold to continue a slight downward trend.
Well, I mean, it's got a pretty decent downtrend from here. It's trying to hold this support area, but it could easily break down and just keep falling. So we'll just let it do its thing.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want a dad joke?
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's see. Well, I missed yesterday, so yesterday, what did the limestone say to the geologist?
I'll bite. What does it say?
Don't take me for granted.
Oh.
Okay, and Tuesday, June 3rd. I knew I shouldn't steal a mixer from work, but it was a risk I was willing to take.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Lano, it almost looks like there might be a setting that's missing if it's expecting you to transmit iBroker.
I need interactive broker order window. Order was not transmitted. I don't know. I don't use IB for this stuff. Let me ask my friend Perplexity.ai. Alright, let's see what Perplexity says. I love these AI tools, they're so cool. Okay, when you submit an order from NinjaTrader to IB TWS and the UI shows active transmit button, this means the order has been received but not yet sent to the market. But we know that. In this state, you must manually click the transmit button. So why does this happen? By default, TWS may require manual confirmation for orders submitted via third-party platforms like NinjaTrader due to precautionary settings. This is a safety feature to prevent accidental or erroneous orders from being transmitted automatically. The order appears as untransmitted and will not be executed until you manually click transmit. How to change this behavior? You can configure TWS to automatically transmit orders submitted via the API, such as from NinjaTrader, by adjusting a setting. If you go to File/Edit, Global Configuration, API Precautions in TWS, there's a checkbox labeled Bypass Order Precautions for API orders. With this setting enabled, orders sent from NinjaTrader will be transmitted to the market automatically, and you will not have to click the transmit button manually. So it's probably, here I just pull this window over actually. Just go to your global configuration, API precautions, and make sure this checkbox is checked to bypass the order precautions.
Order submitted.
And that hopefully will fix your problem. I never knew that. Alright, I hear orders submitted. Let's see what's
Order submitted.
going on here. Oh, it's ES on Targets Trading Pro. So it's in a, what is it, a short?
Order canceled.
Order canceled.
Oh, goodness.
Short entry, buy to cover. Alright, so it looks like it hit a profit target. It's up 385. I think it has a profit target of 400 for the day. Oh, max daily target 375. It's up 385. So it's not going to take any more trades. And Goldilocks is up 244. So sounds like I should have left that. Yeah, that the stop would have got hit. Well, now I feel pretty good about that collective profit. 503, right? But I'm trading 3 contracts with that, so that's like
Order submitted.
360, I think, on a 2 contract. Oh, that's interesting. Bypass order precautions was checked. Huh. Well, that's what Perplexity said. Let me just tell it that that thing was checked.
I need to go mute for a few minutes here.
Okay. Let's see what Perplexity's coming up with. Here's a few possible reasons. API orders transmit flag may be set to false. Change strategy or script. Transmit flag. Let's see. How should I phrase this? I was asking about that. Maybe there's something I need to add into the strategy. Alright, so it looks like I can add something to the Ninja script. Enter long. Here, let me paste
Order
this.
canceled.
Let me go over to Claude with this.
Okay, cleaning crew just finished vacuuming the room, so I'm back in my seat.
Okay.
Order submitted.
Alright, let me get a copy of the source code.
I was about 15 minutes ahead of Tomasi, flattened the trade, looking to get out at 6:30, and I executed at 6:10. So.
Oh, good. So you made more?
No, a little bit less, 20 cents less per lot.
Okay.
But that's okay. I didn't have to keep flipping back and forth.
Okay, so I pasted the Ninja script into Claude. And this is what Claude said. I like Claude a lot. Looking at my strategy, I can see you're using the standard NinjaTrader entry-exit methods. The good news is I likely don't need to modify my strategy code for the transmit flag issue. So NinjaTrader handles transmit automatically. Okay.
Order canceled.
What to check? Verify the Trader Workstation API settings. Okay, we did that. Make sure Master API Client ID matches your NinjaTrader connection ID. It probably has to, otherwise the trade wouldn't even end up in TWS. In NinjaTrader, go to Tools, Options, Connections. Verify your IB connections, client ID match. Special order handling and your IB connection configuration. Okay, so it's telling me don't modify my strategy code. Yeah, I guess that's a question. What happens if you just put a market order in or a limit order and it sends it to TWS? Does it have the same behavior? That's a good question. Okay, yeah, let us know. I might have to go take a nap pretty soon. I don't know how many hours of sleep I got, but it wasn't a lot. So Gabby gets her crowns on those implants on the 17th.
Okay.
So 2 weeks from today. It's in triplicate. Okay, well I do have a little bug fix I did yesterday. I'll let me just compile that now and get that out for everybody. I forgot to do that. Let's see.
Will that need a separate activation code?
Nope, they'll be the same.
Okay, so just push it up, uninstall the one that's there, install this one, and we should be good.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so let me compile
Order
this.
submitted.
Alright, it compiled. Good. Now, let me export and compile it. So 4. Okay, it's in the process of exporting.
Boy, Soblano, the sell order that was stopped in the UI in triplicate. Whoa.
It's probably not supposed to happen.
No.
I can ask Phil about it.
Well,
Yes.
if you're tired, go get some sleep, my friend.
Well, let me get this 1.1.4 out.
Okay.
I think that's the one I
Order
call
canceled.
it. Oh, 5. Exported the wrong number. Let me do it again.
I'm 3 minor revs behind.
Well, because I had a couple little bug fix versions.
Okay. And I guess since we're together, this would be a good time to extend.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Let's see, where is that? down at the bottom. I guess I'll give you a second one.
I think they're about ready to go.
Who's ready to go? Alright, you should have an email with a new key, Tom. Now, oops, that's what I want. Change log. Alright, so I just updated that. Is that caching it? Oh, I gotta say it's released. Oh, yeah, there's a flag in the database. I gotta update my form. Oops. All right. There's a published flag I gotta turn on in the database record. Let's see. But I didn't add that to my edit form yet. No trading permission. Huh. All right, that should be published now. Let me check. Yep, there we go. So you can download it here at the support page. All right. Well, it looks like the gold is trying to sell off again. It's basically at the level where I had that stop that I would have closed it at.
All right, I'm back. Cleaning crew is now gone.
Oh, okay.
I heard that yawn.
Yeah, and I just pushed out that 1.1.5 update.
Yeah, I see it in the email. I'll take care of it later today.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need to update the web page. It's got the current version. Let's see. I gotta update that. 1.1.5. Alrighty. Well, looks like gold is trying to go lower, so we'll see where it ends up. It's still got a long time to go, right?
Yes, indeed. What, 330, I believe, 340?
Yeah, so 12, 1, 2, 3. So about 4 hours and 40 minutes. It could potentially stay in the trade, so it could easily just say, I know I'm going to keep selling off. Because if you look at this bigger picture, oops, it definitely looks like it wants to go lower.
How'd you get that price cursor on there?
Oh, just up here.
Oh,
You can
okay.
turn it off. You can do. There's like a global one too. If you have like multiple charts, like different time frames, if you use the global one, then like the fast, like say a 1 and a 5 minute, the cursor on the 1 minute will be really quick, and on the 5 minute it'll be really slow, but it'll be the same place.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go find my pillow. I could use a nap.
All right, my friend. We will get together tomorrow if that's okay.
Yeah. The only thing I've got left is that Goldilocks trade. I'll just make sure all the other strategies are just turned off.
Yeah, and
So-
that's what I've got right now is Goldilocks. I'll wait till a bit later in the day and maybe look at a put credit spread because the market looks like it wants to keep climbing.
So one thing you can do on your strategies tab is just go Control A, highlight everything, and right click and enable or disable. And I'm going to hold the Control key down and do this and deselect it, but all these other ones I'm going to disable. Boom.
Sweet.
All done at once. So that's the easy way to do it.
Since I only have one strategy, I don't have to worry about that yet.
Well, you can test different different flavors or different things. You can just right click, add simulation account, and then give it a name and give it a broker commission rate, and then hit OK, and then you can have as many sim accounts as you want.
Okay.
So you don't just have to have the one sim 101.
Since I'm not using it, I'm not worried about it right now.
Right.
All right, go to bed. Go get some sleep.
All right, sounds good. So I'm going to end the stream, and we will be back again around market open tomorrow.